Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica and this is Armygirlbudgets. In today's video, we'll be going over our October 15th through 31st budget, and we'll talk about how things didn't quite go as planned. If that's something you guys are interested in, stay tuned. All right guys, so October 15th through 31st's budget was very chaotic to say the least. So things didn't go like I planned. I didn't hit goals that I intended to hit. Things kept popping up, and the funds that I had set aside to kind of start hitting some of these goals that I wanted to hit, we just couldn't do it. So I'm going to show you what actually happened, talk to you a little bit, and let's get right into it. All right, so as far as our income, it was what I said it was going to be, pretty for the most part. It was $35.76 for one and $32 for the other, giving us a total of $6,776 for this pay period. All right, I did, as I always do, put $1,400 into our rent/mortgage account. We paid $650 for our car notes, and then the actual payment for our insurance was up. It was $145.50. I'm not even sure why, so I'm gonna have to do some digging and look into that, but I don't know why it was so much. Our phone bill this time was $343.44, and that was actually higher than it was supposed to be. Well, that it typically is. We had some issues with one of the lines, and it is a mess, but it is what it is, and now it shouldn't have this issue anymore. Cable was $69.05. Our light bill was actually just $114, which is good because it's getting ready to start going down pretty much. Braces, I transferred over $250 to that account. And then life insurance was $27.24 for one and $20.23 for the other. And this is just my oversight here, not putting the right numbers here. I just guesstimated what I thought it was, but next time I'll do better. Chris's mom's insurance was $80. And then for the Apple Card, I only sent over $240, which was still over the minimum. But like I said, things started going nuts this month. 610 went to the Black Card, and USAA got 150 this time, and that was because there wasn't actually as many charges as normally. I guess because I didn't use the tolls that much, so it wasn't that much that needed to go over there. Volleyball got $150, and that is because I break the payment into two for her monthly volleyball situation. Football, there was no actual extra payments to football this time. His coach was not around. Mortgage got $800. Y'all, I will be so happy when I'm done having to pay this out of my pocket. Like, y'all, there is no words. Vicky Secrets got $40. That was the minimum payment. Well, that was $5 over the minimum payment. And then my kids' school lunch actually got $145.26 instead of $125. Now, the school lunch. So I have an app on my phone where I can look at what my kids are spending their lunch on. And first of all, I think it's a crime that they're charging the kids what they're charging them for food. So my son has food allergies, as I've said this before, and this is the first year he's ever been able to eat at school because they have so many different options he can choose from. He pretty much gets their chicken tenders, and because he can't, like, he said the fries are cold and he don't like them, so he won't get chicken tenders and fries. And if he did, he would have to pay for $5 for the chicken tenders and then another $3 for French fries, and then he has to pay for a drink and all this other stuff. So what he was doing, because he is, hungry, and he does play sports, and the boy eats a lot. Now, not as much as my daughter, but he does eat a lot. He would buy like 3 chicken tender plates. And he said, it's only 3 tenders. And I'm like, what? They're $5 a piece. And then he would get a Gatorade, which they're charging these kids $3 for a Gatorade, which is insane, because I buy Gatorades for them. And instead of him just taking one from house, he, y'all. And then he might get a candy. And that candy is going to cost him $2.50. If he gets a bag of chips, that's $1.25 or $1.50 or something like that. And then both of them do it. Both of my kids are doing the same thing, except for my daughter. We buy her game day meals because she plays volleyball for school. So we buy her game day meals at the beginning of the season. So she doesn't have to buy as much food as he does, or she'll remember to bring something with her, a snack or something. But all that to say this, the school lunches are expensive. I had to tell my son, like, son, you cannot buy 3 things of chicken tenders, 2 at max. Let's try to keep your daily spending like under what you're doing. Because he was spending like $20 a day. I'm like, sir, I don't even spend $20 a day. And he's just looking at me like, well, what am I supposed to do then? So, yeah. I just wanted y'all to know, like, the school lunch situation is out of control, and I just don't even know what to do. All right, so envelopes. This isn't really envelopes for me. This is literally just like crap that came up that I spent money on. So my car. I had to get a rental car, as I told y'all before, and then I had to pay like the money back for the rental car on my credit card. So that was $400. Rental cars right now are absurd. The cost of them is just crazy. I had to buy my husband and my son their meds, and it was about $50. It was probably more than that, but let me tell you guys a quick fun fact. So yes, I'm in the military. Typically, if I was to buy a military installation, none of our healthcare, we wouldn't pay anything out of pocket at all for prescriptions, anything. But because I have to use CVS or a mailing system to send us their prescriptions, and I'm not talking about mine because mine are still free, but my family's, aka dependents, they're not. My son has to get a shot every 2 weeks, right? It's for his asthma and his allergies. I give him the shot at home. They mail me the shot. I went to request a refill. They told me, oh yeah, your balance for that one shot was $3,272. Well, I was like, well, that's crazy, because I usually only pay like $20 for it. I had to get on the phone and talk to like numerous people to find out that my insurance was upset because I was using Walgreens to send it to me, and that I needed to request his shot through what we call like a mail TRICARE Express Scripts, which they mail it directly to your house, all of your prescriptions. And then when I did that, it was like $27. And then my husband's medicine as well. It was just insane. I'm like, you guys, like, are y'all serious that people pay $3,000 for a shot that he has to have every 2 weeks? Could you even closely imagine what that would do to somebody's finances? I think it should be, it's shameful, honestly. I remember when EpiPens were like super expensive a few years ago. I mean, they are now, but like they were really bad. Even I was paying like a lot of money out of pocket for it. And I told my dad, like, Dad, I'm gonna need you to send me, like, I'm gonna need some help here. And he was like, what? Which was it's very not like us. We're really good with our finances and stuff like that. But he has to have at least 3 EpiPens. So wherever he goes, he has to have an EpiPen. He needs one for football. He has to have one for school. And then he has to want to have one at house. And I usually have 4 because I have one that I carry on myself all the time. And I'm like, I cannot pay, $300 and $400 per EpiPen, right? And then I have to do it every 6 months. Like I would have to do that every 6 months because they expire every 6 months or so. I was like so shook, guys. All right, so next we've got sports. Okay, there was out of didn't know it was coming up sports thing that I had to pay for, which was $100. And then we had another sports thing that came up, which is for her out-of-state tournament that's next year, that we had to pay for our room, put money down on the room, which was $125. And then there was a bunch of like other little things, just random things that was $200 total. And that was $875 for all of that stuff, okay? And then up here, we've got sinking funds. I didn't put anything to my sinking funds this time. I know I didn't, but what I did do is savings challenges, as you guys have seen already. And I put $191 towards savings challenges this time. And then here goes our extra debt payment that I wanted to make. I didn't do it. I ain't even gonna lie to you. We didn't do it. We paid like small amounts of extra money towards the debt, but the way I can't even like begin to tell you what it looks like. I don't know. So I'm just gonna tell y'all, no, we didn't do it. And then savings, we didn't put anything extra outside of that $71 into savings, okay? Of course, I did the savings challenge, but there was like $71 I actually did put in there. So let's go ahead and like count up everything. And then I'm going to, listen, we had like $30 in our account once everything was said and done. And that was actually good because that means like we spend money on grocery shopping and stuff like that. And we didn't have a lot of extra money sitting over, which sometimes we do. And I would have wanted to do that this time so that I could have put the money towards debt. But that's not how things shake out this month, along with the fact that we had some like crazy things come up, and then the car situation, and life has been life in me. But at least we're not going heavier into debt. Like we have the cash flow to make it happen. We just aren't making it happen, getting rid of the debt like I want to make, like I want to get rid of it. So that is $5,234.72. And we're going to subtract 870. Oh, that ain't true. We're going to take $6,776, and we're going to subtract $5,234.72. And that gives me $1,541.28. And we're going to subtract 875 from that, which gives me $666.28. Oh, pen, stay with me, pen. $666.28. And then we're going to subtract $191 from that. And I had $475.28. And then we're going to put that down here and subtract 71 cents. Gave me $404.28. And $404.28, like I said, we had like $26.34 that was left over in our account. Well, was left over in my husband's account before the next pay period is rolling in now. And that all of this money, except for that $26, went to rent. I mean, not rent. What am I talking about? It went to food, gas, and eating out, because we ate out like once or twice. And I think my husband's vending machine situation at work. And so that's where we are for October. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't what we intended it to do, but it is what it is. So next thing you guys are going to see from me is you're going to see my November 1st through 14th paycheck budget, and we should get right back on track, which I'm very happy about. Okay, guys? If this video, first of all, if y'all see that I did anything wrong, my math wasn't mathing right, please let me know. If you guys can see some things that I could work on, let me know that too. And till next time, guys. Bye.